I love you. Black excellence.
I cannot drink that whole thing.
You know that face your mother gets when you know you are in trouble.
Oh yeah, it got to her.
She said, Tracee?
Yes, I'm gonna talk to you.
Can I talk to you? Come upstairs. And I was like,
When them bottles right there, they've been to have something to make the girls be real slippery and all of this kind of stuff. So when you get up, they be like, don't touch them bottles right there.
Supporters are drawing attention to Tracee's non-overt yet telling body language while she was with Diddy. Was she acting to defend?
It be regular moe on them right there, they've been to have something to make the girls be real slippery and all of this kind of stuff.
Or was she a victim? What about DianaRoss, who has been rumored to attend Diddy's parties? To what extent is she involved?
They did say in court today, they've talked to 50 witnesses. We said the same thing. We've been doing a parallel investigation.
Questions are rising on the internet as new footage comes to light. Why is Tracee keeping quiet now that Diddy's most sinister secrets are public knowledge? And what was she shielding herself from?
you don't advocate for yourself and your own self-care, no one else is going to do it. So no is a complete sentence.
Few people better capture the dichotomy of flaws, glitter, and hidden shadows than Diddy, who has long been a part of the entertainment industry. The stories about him are terrifying, ranging from his quick ascent in the music industry to the claims of manipulation and exploitation. Spiking drinks at gatherings is purportedly one of Diddy's well-known strategies for controlling his targets and lowering inhibitions. You see, we already know that 50 Cent plans to make a documentary about Diddy's survival, but in case you didn't know, a 50 Cent representative told TMZ last year that the 48-year-old rapper's production company Gunit Films and Television is working on a documentary about the accusations made against Combs. According to the representative, the documentary's earnings will help SNR's victims. Jackson posted a teaser for the documentary on Instagram, where Mark Curry, a former rapper for Bad Boy Records, claimed that Combs would add a substance that would make ladies at nightclubs slick to bottles of Moet Curry, claimed that Combs would advise his acquaintances and friends not to consume alcohol from specific.
The regular Moet bottles. On them bottles right there, they've been to have something to make the girls be real slippery and all of this kind of stuff.
Well, more recent. The complete picture of Diddy's dubious activities is still unknown, as evidenced by revelations made by Gene Deal, Diddy's former bodyguard. Gene clarified the most recent complaint filed against Diddy. The hip-hop entrepreneur, producer Lil Rod filed the case, alleging that Diddy used unsettling coercive tactics such as trying to force people into unwanted intimate relationships. Speaking on the subject, John Deal said he was not overly surprised by the accusations pointing to a pattern of conduct he says he has seen over the years. Behaviors are nothing new, according to Diddy.
According to Deal, Diddy's actions are not new.
Leopard don't change his spots, and Diddy been doing this for a real long time.
Deal gave insights into Diddy's claimed methods of operation as the interview delves into the specifics of the case. Lil Rod's legal action. Diddy set up a situation in which a female friend tried to have sex with Lil Rod in front of Diddy and other people. According to the contract, the pressure continued even after Lil Rod refused, exposing a troubling pattern of coercion within Diddy's inner group. According to reports, Diddy uses women to coerce guys into compromising circumstances, frequently using drugs.
Bringing girls on to try to convince this other guy to be in a room with another man and all this other... Yo, it all sounds familiar, man.
Cameron is another well-known person who has discussed this strategy. American rapper Cameron revealed some startling details regarding Diddy's bizarre after-parties and his claimed practice of putting drugs in his guests' drinks. In an interview, Cam disclosed that he went to a party on Miami's Star Island where Diddy lives.
I went to a party on Star Island in Miami, where P. Diddy has a private residence.
The rapper continued by talking about how he took a lot of ecstasy after witnessing others do the same.
I took a whole bunch of ecstasy.
Cam then reportedly began searching for the restroom.
I'm on ecstasy and I'm trying to find the bathroom, and I can't find the bathroom, and I just kind of like go down a flight of stairs, and now I'm in like the inner windings of the mansion because most of it's going down by the pool.
The rapper also said that it would be difficult for someone who was drunk to find his way out of the house since it was like a maze.
So I get lost and I'm in like just a maze of rooms. Now I'm looking for the bathroom.
Then, when Cam discovered a chamber where all the eerie activities were happening, things took an odd turn.
Open a door, and in that room, there are a bunch of men And they're all kind of like very like Romanesque.
I felt like I had interrupted something, Cameron explained. In any case, when Diddy saw Cameron, the situation became more eerie.
The minute I make eye contact with him, like a gigantic bouncer comes over and says, "Get the," because a lot of people turned and looked at me because it was very unexpected.
Cameron was obviously traumatized by what he witnessed. He even claimed to have proof that Diddy was gay and high. The rapper went on to say that Diddy never forgot his face, even noticing Cam in the background of one of his interviews.
He literally stops the interview and he points at me all the way in the back and he goes, "Yo, you, my man."
Furthermore, Cameron said that he was later invited to lunch by Diddy Isn't, that creepy Tracee Ellis Ross's cautious reluctance to drink in the recently rediscovered video of her with Diddy implies that she was fully aware of what was in those glasses. Online users are analyzing every moment of the video, pointing out how Tracee's forced and weak smile gives the impression that she is taking shots with Diddy. Some even contend that her body language conveys discomfort and a keen awareness of her surroundings.
We're gonna put this in my system.
Oh my God.
However, this begs the even more important question: was Tracee a victim herself? Or was she merely attempting to keep herself from becoming one if she was aware of Diddy's actions? Fans are wondering why Tracee hasn't made a public statement, particularly in light of Diddy's reported behavior. A tsunami of backlash has been triggered by silence. Beyond the newly discovered video of Diddy and Tracee's past relationships, critics contend that Tracee's silence may have unintentionally allowed the cycle to continue, leaving victims on their own. Ellis Ross is brow-raising an image of the two marketing their respective brands, Diddy's liquor and Tracee's bath products, has been making the rounds on the internet. Fans are questioning whether this collaboration was a coincidence, or if it suggests a deeper, more problematic relationship in light of the troubling accusations made against Diddy. This alliance appears awkward at best. For background, DianaRoss's attendance at some of Diddy's gatherings has also aroused curiosity. Adria, former adult film star English, has come up with claims that she was tricked into attending St. Diddy's notorious parties almost 20 years ago. She claimed that these parties were filled with sexual exploitation and were everything but glitzy social affairs. According to English's account, the scene featured a number of well-known celebrities and stars, and was mostly set in affluent areas like Miami's Hamptons. However, what truly caught her attention in her testimony was the attendance of one specific guest, the renowned Motown diva DianaRoss, and her minor son Evan Ross. The notion that DianaRoss, a fashion and music legend, was going to Diddy's infamous freak-off parties is difficult to comprehend. Inappropriate behavior was commonplace at these parties, which were known to be wild, extravagant, and downright out of control. What's even more startling is that she allegedly dragged her young son Evan along for the journey. It raises the question of why a mother would take her child to see such a gruesome spectacle. Since these parties weren't exactly family-friendly events, Evan Ross, who was still a teenager at the time, was reportedly seen mingling amid the mayhem at these events. Diddy's parties were notorious for pushing the envelope, with the major draws being explicit conduct and general revelry. You wouldn't expect to see any children in such setting, much less the son of one of the most well-known musicians in history. DianaRoss' attendance at such a party may not come as a complete surprise to those who know her. Ross has developed a reputation in the profession as a bit of a cruel girl over the years. She has been at the top of her game for decades because of her diva-like attitude and untouchable glamour. In a weird way, her attendance at Diddy's freak-offs isn't entirely out of character because of her untouchable, too-cool-for-anything vibe, which made her a regular at the most exclusive and occasionally scandalous events. However, involving her son in that chaos is where it goes beyond the bounds of normalcy. You had to wonder what she was thinking about. What kind of judgment makes you take your minor child to a party that has a reputation for being strange? These weren't your usual celebrity cocktail parties. The drugs, the nudity, and the graphic conduct were all known to go out of control. DianaRoss evidently didn't see any problem with her teenage son being there, despite the fact that it's the kind of thing that should make any responsible parent slam the brakes. It's a choice that makes you wonder if she even gave a damn or what she was thinking. Concerns regarding the nature of these renowned gatherings are not limited to Evan's account. Justin Leosi, who was just 6 years old when he went to one of Diddy's well-known parties in 1999, provides another version. His recollections vividly depict a setting that is not appropriate for a toddler. Justin remembers feeling uncomfortable in the overwhelming environment. The sights and noises of the party made an impact that no young child should have to go through, underscoring the seriousness of youngsters attending such gatherings. Important considerations of who is responsible for providing a suitable and safe environment for all parties involved are brought up by recollections.
Remember, and topless women, that's the two main things that I remember.